Well, hopefully that has got the heart pumping and the pulses racing. Robin Borowski, I know that's got you shaking it down, shaking it out. It is time for a little bit of fitness. We're answering your call. You guys have been loving the segments we've been doing on yoga, bringing a little bit of peace to body and mind. It all starts in the core. Am I correct, Robin?
Absolutely, absolutely. And people don't really know what core actually is and Pilates, what it is all about.
So today we're going to be addressing, in particular, back pains and problems. I was regaling Robin with tales of my rugby legend where I got absolutely beaten, battered and bruised. So I'm looking for a softer workout, something that helps me recover and certainly helps me strengthen my back. Can you give us a couple of simple exercises?
Absolutely, absolutely. So back pain, usually what causes that back pain is tightening in the hamstrings, lack of strength in the front abs and the lower abs, and lack of strength in the top abs. So it's all about mobilizing and strengthening. So something simple, standing with your feet hip distance apart, making sure they align with the hip bones and spread those toes out. Have the knees soft so that the pelvis is aligned and in neutral. Think of that zip going from the pubic bone to the belly, so you automatically activate that core. And you take a nice deep breath in, just simply rolling down. So if you lower that head and you slowly roll it down like you're rolling over a pole, let that head hang. You're warming up the hamstrings here, loosening them up. Take a deep breath, you slowly roll up. On the roll up, think about placing the vertebra one on top of the other. You peel the shoulders back, bring that chin up last. So with this, you're strengthening and mobilizing the lumbar spine and activating those lower abs.
Oh, that's nice, eh?
So you could do about 4 to 5 of those with a bend and stretch to just get the hamstrings nice and loose, and that will get you started off for the day.
It's nice. You can feel the circulation. Get a bit of blood to your brain at this time of the day. I love that. Very, very cool.
And then another great core one you can do if you get onto your back and getting into these lower abs, which are the transverse abdominis. That's your core right there. So if you're lying on your back, taking the arms back in front of your ears, having your back in a neutral, which is a middle arch. You're going to lift arms and legs up. So we're lifting up, making sure that back doesn't arch, bringing your legs to about 90 degrees. Good. Pull the belly button down to your spine. You're going to breathe out. You lower the arms back and you lower the feet down to the ground. And the whole purpose of this is to keep that back still. So you force the transverse abdominis and the core to work. Exactly. Because we generally work the upper abs so much, and our lower abs don't get as strong. So this is the way we can get them balanced. And with that, you get the back nice and strong. So if you had to do about 8 to 10 of these, and of course, if you feel like you need to add a little bit more of a burn or workout feel, you can lift the head and shoulders, and you take those hands down. Exactly. You can feel the little shaky shakes. That's the core saying hello right there.
What's up?
And we come right back down. And you can do about 8 to 10 of those, always making sure the neck is long, the belly and back's flat on the ground. If it's too much for you, you can always take the feet down and just take it into a slow curl kind of
Because I think, you know, we always think of everything in isolation. You don't think that strengthening your stomach or your core is going to affect the back to that
Or core work, people assume just doing plank and bridge or crunches on a ball, that's enough core for them, and it's absolutely, you need to do a lot more than that.
Because it's not just for the aesthetic. Okay, we can squeeze in one more, I think.
Brilliant. So once you've done those abdominal work, you can take those arms out to the side. This is a beautiful one. You can do this lying in bed even. You know, after a long day of work, sitting down, in the car as well. So you bring the knees together, you up in the toes. We call this the rotation exercise. So you lower the legs over to the side, you look opposite way. Feel that beautiful stretch into the lower back and that oblique.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, go as far as you can. You inhale, come back all the way to the center, keeping the knees nice and tight together. And again, we rotate. So if you're at home, you can always, and you have a ball at home or a chair at home, you can always put your legs up on that ball and come back.
Beautiful. Well, I'm going to catch like 5 here while we're on the floor. No, Robin, that's awesome. Thank you so much. A great way to activate your day as well. So I suggest you join us a little bit later in the show. We're going to continue getting a couple of absolute gems from Robin. You can go and get your exercise gear on. We're going to take a quick break.